Hello and welcome to the review. What a comprehensive victory there by Pakistan. Important for them as well in terms of, making their chances for that semi-final spot as well. I'll be joined shortly by Brendon, McCullum, Shaheen Afridi and Ramiz Raja. Yeah, exactly the kind of win Pakistan wanted. I mean, in terms of how crucial this match was, Rambo, before we actually go to Shaheen, let's just talk about how important it was for Pakistan to win this.
Very important now, never do or die, whatever you want to term it, coin it. And we see them play their best cricket when they're pushed in a corner, and that was the case in '92. It's still the case in 2019. So some things have not changed. They've not learned from our experience. They're making it very tough for themselves and for their fans. But excitement is because this is how Pakistan play their cricket. I mean, hot one day, cold the other. But today they were outstanding. I think in a pressure game, they kept things rather simple, especially this man on my left. I mean, he created magic with simplicity. Just hit the hard length and got the ball to deviate enough to get the feather edges.
I think Mickey Arthur will be quite relieved. He certainly wears his heart on his sleeve, and those 2 points over there that Pakistan needed, they've got that today. 237 is what New Zealand made, and Pakistan winning the game by 6 wickets. Babar Azam, he's the hero of the day. It was quite a masterclass by Babar Azam. Lots of talks about how he's been unable to finish games for Pakistan, but we've seen that today, and he is surely a class act. But remember that the match was set up by this man on my left, Shaheen Afridi. Shaheen, congratulations to you. You've put those 2 points on the table for Pakistan. They're moving. They're almost like sneaking up the ladder slowly by winning their games against South Africa initially and now against New Zealand. So again, important win for them. And remember, the top 4 teams qualify for the semi-finals. Shaheen, there was a lot of talk about your length in particular in this tournament. We've seen your talent come through. What do you feel about today's game was different in terms of your bowling compared to the other matches?
बिस्मिल्लाह सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि मैच जीत गए और अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस हुई जी। बिल्कुल स्ट्रगल कर रहा था इंग्लैंड की सीरीज़ में भी, जब वर्ल्ड कप का पहला मैच खेला लेंथ थोड़ी सी पीछे थी क्योंकि मेरे ख्याल से बहुत चीज़ें ट्राई कर रहा था कि दोनों स्विंग करूं, लेकिन फिर अजू भाई के साथ और काफ़ी डिस्कस किया, काफ़ी उनके साथ काम किया नेट्स में, तो फिर वसीम भाई से 2-3 से डिस्कस हो रही थी लेंथ पे, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आज मैंने यही कोशिश की कि एक स्विंग पे जाऊं और लेंथ पे बॉल।
Just a little translation of what he said. He's basically saying that he's worked really hard in the nets, and he worked with of course the support staff, and Wasim Akram guided him a lot in terms of where he should be bowling and hitting those right areas.
Not a lot, but just enough.
2-3 days.
Yeah. Don't exaggerate stuff.
But I mean, again, Ramiz, in terms of Shaheen, we've seen his talent. There's no doubt about how talented he is. It was just about getting those areas and hitting the right lengths.
Yeah, I think credit to him because he was shown the door after a couple of matches, and to make a comeback like this, I mean, it's quite phenomenal. In a must-win situation, you produce your best bowling spell. I mean, only a 19-year-old could do it. I don't know how you do it, boss, because at 19, I mean, I was playing under 19s and I had no clue how to bat, how to feel, how to even pack my luggage. But these days, these 19-year-old kids are match winners.
I think we need to get Baz in on this as well. Baz, I mean, how difficult is it for a batsman to be playing a bowler like him in such form?
Well, it's really difficult. First of all, I'm a little bit torn. Obviously, I was disappointed with New Zealand losing, but I played with Shaheen at Lahore Qalandars as well and saw him develop on the scene and knew what such an exciting talent he was. His English is really good too, so don't let him fool you there. But and his emergence on the scene has been fantastic. He is an out-and-out superstar, not just in the making, but even now. What he did today, he could easily have got 5, 6, 7 wickets. Such is the spell that he bowled. This ground was captivated by what he was able to do with ball in hand. It was a pleasure to watch. And sometimes as a batter, you've just got to say the bowler was too good for me. And I think that's what a very good New Zealand top order will say, is that Shaheen was too good for us today.
Well, it was important for Pakistan's top order to click today. And Babar Azam, I mean, he was quite special with the way he played. Shaheen, we've often spoken about how talented Babar Azam is. He's played all those important knocks for Pakistan. He adds that stability. How important was it for him to score that 100 today?
I think Babar Bhai is a master class. I bowled him in the nets, and I've seen his first batsman is timing the ball, and I love his batting as well, and I'm watching in the dressing room, and Haris Bhai as well, so he's a very good knock both.
I think it's the respect that you gain in the dressing room that makes you a star. I mean, for me, that is the most important aspect of any cricketer. The moment you enter that dugout, the space that you share with your mates, how they rate you as a cricketer. I mean, are you a team player? Are you a player that will stand up for them in intense situations? And Babar Azam today proved that he's not only talented but can win matches for Pakistan. So it's a very, very important game in that aspect.
Averaging 66 in this tournament is Babar Azam. Shaheen, overall, let's just talk about how much confidence Pakistan is going to get from this win. You won against South Africa, won against a good team like New Zealand. Going forward, do you think the morale is going to be super high now?
Yeah, we win against South Africa, a very good match, and we lost 2 crucial matches, then we lost and people criticizes us. So it's a part of cricket, so we learned that, and we strongly in the World Cup.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. I'm going to let you go. I know you need to go and celebrate. You've been waiting around, so you can go in and celebrate with your team. Thank you so much. I'll take the mic from you. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Of course,
Mubarak.
Babar Azam was great, but so was Haris Sohail. I mean, you look at the way he performed and supported. This is 2 back-to-back innings by Haris Sohail, providing the stability to Pakistan.
Yeah, real innings of class, I thought, the way he came to the wicket. That was a difficult wicket to bat on. And that combination, that partnership along with Babar Azam was amazing. But I thought Haris, he's made such a difference since he's come to the side. Classy player.
In terms of New Zealand, would you say there's been a lot of talk about how they perhaps could have played Ish Sodhi?
Yeah, look, I think they got that one wrong. It's okay to make mistakes every now and then, as long as you don't keep making the same mistakes. And I think Kane Williamson and Gary Stead, the New Zealand coach, they'll admit that they misread this wicket. They would love to have had Ish Sodhi when they saw the ball spinning and bouncing in that second innings. But unfortunately, they got that wrong. They've also got another couple of selection issues they're going to have to address in the next little while. But they're not far away, and sometimes a loss like this, right at this point in time, can make all the difference in terms of smoothing out a couple of those rough edges.
Never really recovered from losing those early wickets, Rambo, New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough pitch, actually, and Pakistan bowled superbly. Shaheen Afridi was almost unplayable, and, you get a lucky breakthrough as well. And so Gapil was dismissed, and Munro was just a little casual around his off-stump. So that couple of bonus for Pakistan, bonus wickets, and then the fielding came into play. And today I thought they were outstanding in the field, And normally the opposition look at how Pakistan will feel, and if they feel well and start off the day well, so that means they turned on. And this was a classic leg spinner dismissal. I mean, such a difficult ball to handle. And that was the turning point as well, because Williamson was batting so well at that stage. To get rid of him with a beauty was really job done.
Phenomenal by Pakistan as well. But Jimmy Neesham, you've got to give credit to him. New Zealand put up a fighting total because of his effort in the end.
Well, look, that to me for Jimmy Neesham was perhaps the coming of age of a cricketer who has threatened so much, and he's been good at times in Test cricket, frustrating at others, and in terms of white ball cricket he's never really grabbed the opportunity. But what we saw today was under pressure a man grow up on the big stage.
Of course, we saw that important partnership. But Ramiz, you spoke about the fielding of Pakistan. One of the things that we've spoken throughout this tournament is that Pakistan needs to improve their fielding, and they need to be able to chase totals. This is a classic example of them chasing quite comprehensively. Do you think this will give them more confidence in their chasing ability going forward in this tournament?
I think this is making of a team. because, you know, it's a must-win situation. So you've got to bowl well, you've got to feel, you've got to beat the side that's not been beaten so far in this competition, and then you've got to chase down a target on a tricky pitch. And so the will was tested, the temperament was tested, the skills against Spain and pace was tested. I thought they outsmarted New Zealand today because they played that phase where Santner was looking like the real terror. I mean, you know, it was as if he'll pick up a wicket after every third ball. I think that was the critical phase where Pakistan played with a lot of smartness.
Okay, a lot of comparisons with that 92 World Cup as well, Baz. I've got to bring it up because everybody's talking about the eerie similarities in that game. New Zealand were unbeaten in 92 as well, and it almost seems like history is repeating itself.
It is unbelievable how eerie that is, in my opinion. Even the rain out at the same time. What is going on? What is going on here? If it carries on like this, we may have a new Prime Minister in 10 years' time. Such is just the eeriness.
I think all the teams need to pack up, and, well, this cup is ours.
No, but I mean, it is uncanny, though. The resemblance is uncanny, Ramiz.
Yeah.
It's almost like we started poorly. So many things have happened similarly. So, I mean, it's good omen for Pakistan if you look at it, because they went on to win the World Cup in the end.
That's right. I think, I mean, we had to win every match, and New Zealand were the favourites when we beat them at Christchurch. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I mean, how it can be possible, but I think they just need to focus on winning the next two matches and just leave it there.
All right, tomorrow up next, of course, the action doesn't end here, and we have West Indies taking on India. Remember, India are the team to beat in this tournament. They've been in terrific form, and West Indies as well. You know, they had that fantastic game against New Zealand with Carlos Brathwaite, you know, performing particularly well in that game. All right, so you can follow us on ICC. Remember, we love to hear your thoughts pretty much everywhere on YouTube, Facebook, and yeah, keep sending in your feedback, keep sending in your thoughts. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I think it's time to head home and get some rest. I hope you guys enjoyed this show, and we'll meet you for the next one.
We've had our challenges this tournament, but the guys rose to the challenge.
Looking forward to it. I think we're going to embrace it.
They're going to have to do it again today.
You should call me before I go. It's
going to be a sea of green later.
Are we going to have a bet?
You should call me before I go. Stand by.
And here with his first, Shaheen Afridi.
Shaheen is on fire. He's got 3 for 9. Wonderful innings, absolutely brilliant in the situation.
Unbelievable support here for Pakistan.
Never known atmosphere like it. Outstanding. One of the very best hundreds under pressure.